then dating, then first experiment on YouTube. Yeah.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the portal. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. My Brooklyn, cause he shot rock, Southside, C12, 911, good to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the wrenches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we want to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with. Translation, Yanni and the buy, Yanni and get hits. This goes so hard that when the ops go, that's how you know we lit. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Tell my Ellie, me, I'm just sharing my jelly. I'm thankful that people they yelling. Trap of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. I'm running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby falling for people, yeah, starting for BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them know they're the same. Me and them know they're the same. Why not they gonna know who the name is? They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only care for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous.
This is Calvin Ridley. Shaquille Griffin. Yeah, baby. Evan Ingram. Zay Jones. Tyson Campbell. Cam Robinson. Marvin Jones. Trevor Lawrence.
I'm the best,
This is Cameron Sutton. This is Mitchell Trubisky. Marcus Allen. This is Mark Robinson. What else do I need to give him? Oh, yeah, I forgot.
straight, that's how I like it. And we grinding every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones, heavy dancing at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came other one to lose in the win. Yeah, I get it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no arguments. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no arguments. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it in college, now it's God right. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to bleed this. Yeah, they grinding, but we grinding it. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time is fixing. Better not leave them in it, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pipe. Old sports, he riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones, yeah, the dancing at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came other way to lose in the win. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. But when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no arguments. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no arguments. really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Don't tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success gotta be best revenge. Hated was sleeping again, saying no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get in this thinking I'm ready for war. I see the ice and I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the Porsche. Fly to the core and I'm back to the moor. Take the shit over like some more. When I'm your done at the scene, I believe anything you won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All that they did is I'm moving them on. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Had they was missing me when I was born. I smell the victory back up on time and it's time to know. Like it ain't good to me, we making history for you the misery. Where did this from? Get it addicted to me, know what the future past. But I'll be all over my past. The play got options, I keep like right on the trash. And next to the eyes, the apply pressure. Somebody stop us. Apply pressure, somebody stop us. Running my past is really the I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Don't tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success gotta be best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Don't tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success gotta be best revenge. So now they on my body, made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me, tell me what they know about me. I just came back for the win. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. Slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause I start the stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I pulled from all of the bass. My ace boom boom, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown, and lounge in the back of the spot. Behind me to an underground, yes, and climb to the top. Funny style, on elevators could never fade us. I peep data saying anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is warm and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders, don't hate us, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have grabbed with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the lead living. I do it for the one that died of bad niggas. With soul food, clothes, and stock, my bad kitchen, I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'ma drag it to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promising with the net, a new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, they ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that go for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to the great. I go extra for the fan, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage up going down this configured. The road I travel don't gravel it, probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those that no bangles. Without a tango, tailor made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a dope key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition. Boy, I know we undefeated. What you heard, let you heard, we ain't talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on the parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band. Young Cruz, a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to the great. I go extra for the fan, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? like me. Military mind state and I keep in the doorway. They label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go make hero for my people. Give me liberty and just let it proceed on how I figure. A recipe tuxedo with some parts for my ego. Put tequila in the gazebo, did it for the people. Somewhat motivated, I did not do it for hate. But I do live in the devil, I cannot debate a fate. I was asked a question and the answer's all the law. If I was facing death and I could ask a single God, I would ask for every truth to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of
Underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there to get some good a decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
They got 5 yards.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again.
You're back.
That's
Yes.
so getting
You're
it.
stuck. Hold on. You know what I was doing? Come on, tell you, Turpin is in. Is really sneed, boy. Really, my boy, really sneed,
On 4th down, Jamie This is taken at the 15.
It's our Devontae Turpin. Let's go.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. First possession is over there. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that sprint, that so-called sprint.
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20, 10, touchdown Giants. Richie James, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. A dangerous return man showing it here. 30. 10. 5. And he'll bring it back all the way.
Like, I am just so good. I am gonna
They just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Bass on for the extra point. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And his it's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we were not seeing it. So let's try this again after the kick return. Touchback and bring it out to the 25. And now out come the Giants. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure unbelievable joy after that one.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. From the closest pocket to intercept it.
I tried to trick him, but I didn't. Bro, dude literally threw it straight to me because he was pretty distracted. I tried to trick him, but I didn't. Bro, dude literally.
You also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
So here come the Bills with excellent field position to get things started. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a two-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side.
Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
That's good.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The New York set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now he's loose down the left sideline, and he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now this game, likely a bittersweet one for new head coach Brian Dable of the Giants. He, you may remember, was the offensive coordinator for these Buffalo Bills for the last 4 seasons. And, of course, helped them put together one of the best offenses in the National Football League. And now he has to go against that high-powered offense. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. The 30.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Willie Snead doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And New York set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build enough.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 25 yards. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Delay of game,
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And the route is on here in this first half. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick six there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over. Possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, remember what we're supposed to avoid?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He completes it to Snead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. They go play action with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Cook. Touchdown! James Cook. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills extend their lead yet again. The first quarter in this league. Into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Jones. And just not enough on the throw there. Got around his feet and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones being chased, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. But Charles, an excellent punt return, getting the ball well within field goal range already, but a nice job by the punter to get physical and prevent a possible touchdown.
And, Brandon, I think this is a kind of a new day for punters and kickers, right? These are guys with size. These are guys with athletic ability. A lot of them play positions in high school, some even in college. They don't mind putting their body out there and trying to help their coverage team.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn.
And the pressure gets to him again. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Jackson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still fourth down. Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
A little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the fifth time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Smith. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. They run here with Singletary. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Delay of game, offense.
Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Barkley inside handoff, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Third down now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Again, it's Barkley fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now the third running back taken in April's draft. This is James Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. James has got it, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, It's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Jones throwing on 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A 1st down carry for Barkley. That's the linebacker, Madden getting up and stopping him for a loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Gano's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done. And
here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now out come the Bills. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are pouring it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 16. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him. Here's Jamie Gillen down as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jackson on 1st down. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone away, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On fourth down, Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it on cruise control.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.